Hey, I just realized something and I want to explain it to you before I deposit it into the subconscious. You know, when you're crying and you feel this absurd amount of weight and heaviness on your chest, and when you start to hyperventilate and you feel that panic and this burning in your chest, I'm certain that you've cried and you've experienced this stinging, burning, like liquid fire kind of feeling coming through you, right? Or is that only how I feel it? That weight, that heaviness, that density that you feel around your heart area, it's energy. You're aware of this. But there's also the energy that's coming out of you that's pushing against that heaviness, which results in feeling that burning, stinging feeling inside you. And the more you push against that grief with tears, you know how you feel relief afterwards when you're done crying? Do you know why? Energetically, do you comprehend why you feel relief after you cry? It's a release, right? But do you comprehend what kind of a release it is? Because it's the release of that heaviness in front of your energetic field, in front of your heart, that gets broken apart each time you release. Which means what you're releasing is the heaviness in front of your heart. But in order to release that heaviness, you could do it the easy way. Or you can do it through grief and suffering. And the easy way is different for everybody. It doesn't involve hurting anybody else. It involves healing yourself. And however you heal yourself, without causing someone else to need to heal themselves afterwards. So in the recent few hours, I've really been thinking about this because I've been having a few conversations with a bunch of people, and I felt like I needed to explain this, or not me, not the I me, but when you comprehend something and you're like, people would, if people can comprehend this, it would make things a lot easier. This is that feeling of grief where you just want to keep pushing and you're hyperventilating and you're having a panic or anxiety attack, or you're just anxious and you can't really contain yourself in your own skin. It's because there's energy on you that isn't yours and it hasn't been removed. You're literally pushing against energy with the energy of what you feel inside while you're grieving, or while you're releasing, however you want to look at it. When you're crying, you are literally pushing against blocks within your energetic system to clear them out with a emotion that is different than the emotion, aka energy, of the block. Does that make sense? So if this is this is the block, the years and years and decades and millennia of suppressed trauma on top of your heart chakra, and you're trying to bypass it. You're like, I am not going to open this heart chakra. I'm just going to keep, cracking it open a little bit and then experiencing the light that comes out. And then when you do it for so long and you're like, oh, I can't deal with this anymore, life sucks, blah, blah, and then you start breaking down and crying, that dense goop in front of your heart chakra starts cracking away. And then you get more of yourself. You remember more of the good memories. You remember more of your own emotions and own energy. You feel more like yourself. Kind of like when you take a nice hot bath and you get out of the bath and you feel cleaner. Getting rid of that grief in front of your heart that's preventing you from realizing what's actually right from wrong. does that. It's like a clean shower. So when you're really upset and you're really sad or you're really angry and you feel like that bully version of yourself that tells the weepy version of yourself to shut the fuck up, when you feel like that, realize that what you're doing is that. You're simply covering the problem up and creating more blocks where there weren't any. You're diverging, and then the grapes you had become raisins. And you become a raisin, and then you're not what you were anymore. You age. Because the flow of your heart, your energy systems, can't flow properly. Because you're not releasing all the fucking excuses that you've built up that prevent your heart from being vulnerable. You've been using the pain as a shield to ignore the fact that you feel. So you're like, nope, I'm gonna do this. And when I say you, I'm speaking to in regards to the entire collective that is existing on Earth, including myself. Me and my dad were just speaking about one of the a cat I had a long time ago named Lexi. For almost 15 years we had him. And when I was going through that stuff in my partnership with the Leo, I did a lot of horrible things, and I made a decision to put Lexi up for adoption because I wasn't a very good parent. I was not a very good parent or a very good partner. So I'm telling you from experience, that grief that you use to pretend you're strong enough is actually making you weak. True strength comes from admitting that you didn't know as well as you thought you did. Just like now, and the things I'm telling you, I have no idea how you're interpreting them. I have no idea with what tone you're hearing my voice, or with what vibration you're sitting in and translating what I'm saying in your own world. But what I do know is that you cry. And if you cry, you felt that sense of relief afterwards. And I'm here to tell you the reason you feel that sense of relief after you cry is because you broke apart more and more of those barriers you had put in front of your heart. Different personalities, different memories, false expectations, too many expectations, too many, bad memories, too many good memories, blah, blah, blah. You just piled it all in front of your heart, and you're like, I'm still good. And then one conversation happens, and you fall apart. And you're like, no, I'm so weak, I fell apart, I cried. Well, that was the point. The whole point was to get you to break down, because literally when you listen to the words being said, you broke down the barriers in front of your heart. Not by blaming someone else, not by, saying he said, she said, or shoulda, coulda, woulda, but by admitting to yourself you made a decision at that point in your life, regardless what the trauma was. You made a decision. You made it for a very good fucking reason. Stop punishing yourself and just do better. Make better friggin' decisions, make better choices, and don't make them from a place of arrogance or pain. If you're hurt, communicate. If you're mad at someone, angry at someone, communicate it. Don't hold it up inside and think that someday, somewhere, it's going to be okay. Because all you're doing is this for the next version of you that has to deal with the shit you've left behind. That version of me that did all those terrible things, They're not the ones suffering. They're long gone. They caused their pain and they left. They made their mistakes and they left. I'm the one that's dealing with it. And this version of me never did any of those things. Do you comprehend what I'm saying? And that's not Lily. I am kitten sitting for my best friend. He's a 5-month little boy. Teeny, teeny, tiny. Doo, doo, doo. Anyway, please be kind to yourself. If you need to cry, just cry, and comprehend that what you're doing is energy work without doing it the easy way. And in regards to grief and regret and all that, there is no easy way. There's only a blunt, honest, 100% universal slap to the face. Like, you fucked up, this is what you did, this is why you did it, and I forgive you. To yourself. Carrying that grief around isn't going to help you. Comprehend that it's energy that needs to be moved, and that energy is there until you acknowledge why it's there in the first place. Do your work.